that I showed you, and I don't know, so I'll do it again on the screen share here, is I meant to say the word um, contacts instead.
of content.
Yeah, yeah. But my point was the same, that how quickly I took an older piece of content and quickly repurposed it. You know what I mean? From inside of the Dropbox. So that's the key of, again, not wasting time and getting through. Let me ask you, on your screen, do you see multiple
Yes,
screens?
yes.
So that's what they meant, I guess, when it works much better in terms of the um, 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 using this with two monitors in terms of the screen share, right?
On the same time, if you use two monitor, then it would be remain same as if you are sharing your screen, then like the whole thing like again mirroring things. So if
Right,
you're
right,
sharing a different screen, then it would be it is good. Otherwise, the same thing happens with two monitor as
right. So you have to, yeah. Well, sometimes we go in between. If I share a screen right now, right, and then what happens is if I come back to it. So let's just try here. So we're here, and then this is the three. This is a good spot as well. You know what I mean? And then this is the normal, the cinematic layout, and then we go into we can go to full mode, which is this trick here. This is great because why? And I should have had this more. Why? Because it puts total focus on this. Now, a couple other important things I realized too. If I were to close the end of the broadcast, right? There's only one broadcast allowed per room.
well.
Because I was
Okay.
doing that experiment. So what that means, if I were to end the broadcast right now, what that would mean is what? That we could still continue. You and me can talk, but that's it. We couldn't record again. You know, it doesn't have like an on off kind of record
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feature. And these are just small little intricate things, right? So I hope literally you got a lot out of what we talked about today, because that's why I even made a few of those snippets, because I could show you how quickly something can be implemented. Right now, the only thing I didn't have time to was um, edit edit those and make any good graphics, but it's the speed that I'm trying to show you. Right, I'm not waiting around. I generated and made those things very quickly. Now let's go over a couple of important things. One thing is, I'm still waiting to hear back from that Ukrainian girl. Um, hey Siri, what time is it in Ukraine right now?
It's 6:09 a.m. Kiev, Ukraine.
Okay, 6:09. So they're a couple hours behind you. So if this girl does work out, what that basically means is you're gonna have to work around her time difference, because it won't necessarily be the same. For example, if we were to meet, it might not be convenient for her at 11. You know what I mean? It's so early in the morning. But like I said, that this is how you impress people, right? Now, what she should have done, what she doesn't know, which I keep trying to teach you, is take that strength and use it as a positive. Like if she were to make a little brochure or something on Fiverr and say, "Hey, upgrade your Google Sheets and make them look like that," right away she might get some customers and stuff. But I had to bring that out of her, right? And it's the same thing I was telling you. Start bumping it up. Like I said, bump up your pictures, whether it's your profile on Facebook, on we talked about your LinkedIn profile the other day, right? Because these are very, very, very important. Okay, so another important thing, go in if you have to watch those two videos again that I sent you in the YouTube on how, uh, especially on how to become the editor, director, producer, as well as just the back end guy, because that's where you need to see if you can slowly start making that leap and take those types of risks. And they're giving you the time management, because, and we're going to go through it in a bit, is I saw the videos that you made, and the problem that you made with I saw one or two of the videos, I didn't see them all, is then you need to really show us, like, then how it's great that you're using the same example, but then you're not showing us the other part of it, which is how you're doing it. Like to explain, okay, this is this sidebar, and this is used like this to do that. Do you understand what I mean? Because that was the only part that was kind of missing. You know what I mean? Like when you're showing how to change the font,
So
or
are you talking about SOPs?
yeah, your SOPs.
Okay, okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
talking about
Mhm,
that part of it. So you have to really
mhm.
think about it, because now that you're using the example, you're just going ahead and doing it, but then you're not. That person might not know how to go there.
That is why I suggested to start with the basic things.
Right, but no, you have to find that again, the same intricate balance between the two. So I'm going to say, suppose I would say I'm going to change this font, but then you're going to explain how you're going to change the font, right? You're what you do is you just say I'm going to change this font, and then you just go and do it, but you don't explain what that is or where that is. So you don't need a separate video for that. You need to be able
Mhm,
to explain how you're doing that, and that's the part that we were missing. You would just go in and okay, I'm going to make this bigger. Then you made it bigger or small or whatever. You know what I mean? But you didn't slow down a bit and make explain. Okay, then you have to use this, do this or that, or you know what I'm trying to say? That's the
mhm,
part that was missing. So take it slow and explain how you're doing what you're doing for that example. So it's then if I were to go in, then I would kind of remember, okay, here, because I won't remember if you give an example of with nothing in there. That's even worse.
mhm. No worries. We have more videos to come up, and
Yeah,
I
oh
will
yeah, but
like
I'm just
make
giving
SOPs
you the
for it.
feedback. That's the most important thing. And
Yes,
remember,
yes.
go back each and every video, go back and you see it, and you make sure, hey, there's no issue of the volume or you're talking slow enough. Like I'm learning myself. I'm learning. If you noticed, a lot of it, I've I was carefully watching the way I was speaking to make sure
Mhm,
I wasn't what talking too fast
mhm,
on purpose, and I still probably did it. I was watching what I was saying because I have a big issue saying, you know what I mean, or certain phrases that I was repeating multiple times
mhm,
instead of improving my vocabulary. And all of that sense of awareness can only happen if I go back and watch all of that stuff multiple times when I'm doing that editing, right?
mhm, mhm,
And that's where sometimes I wonder where that's where you should be getting your awareness. Like, you know what I mean? When you watched all the stuff we came up with, hey, these are the ones that resonate for me, and I can use this in terms of my direction of the script or whatever I want to do, right? That's what I want to be able to see from you, and that's the part that we always struggle with. And that's what I told you to watch those videos again, because show me how you're able to do things, incorporate things, and do it in a quick manner, so we don't have to, really take so much more time, because you can see there's so many pending things to do.
mhm. Yeah.
Like, so in terms of that, like, tell me what you learned from what Russ was saying to you today.
Basically, the number one thing is I have to like find the way to for quick video editing, and yeah, that's.
See the way you explained it is,
Mhm,
again, that's it's exactly what the issue is. You're just talking about a task based. I
mhm,
gave you this example that you saw that he talks about. You need to be able to just jump in and take a risk, not whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're video editing. Go in
mhm,
and like, for example, I asked you the other day, like, how long you've had that sample for 2 weeks now. You use that sample. If you're saying you don't have the shot that you need to make this or that, then take a picture, take a quick little video or whatever, see what you can come up with. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? That start taking a risk. Start overthink. Start, stop looking at sometimes in the instructions, like, you know what I mean, and and just go in and start doing it, and then you're going to learn that way. That was the part of that little snippet, right? That's part of the
mhm,
learning process of maybe just jumping in and say, hey, Tony, what do you think about this? I'm just trying this, give you this idea. So then what happens is, your problem is you always want to try to make a full finished production, and that's why it takes so long, instead of just, I keep telling you, make these small 10, 15-second snippets to show this is the
So what's about that 15-second videos I shared with you on Dropbox that I can if I want to share with you those videos, then I have to work on that full video, right? Like 15-20 second short.
I don't understand what you mean.
So basically, for shorter versions, I have to complete the whole thing to show you.
Yeah, well,
Otherwise,
that's
no
a
point of showing
Mhm.
incomplete project or incomplete video.
Right, that's something different. That's what we talked about in those folders about making versions without without the talking audio,
Hmm.
and that's a separate thing that I'm talking about. Yeah, that we talked about. I'm talking about for after those are done, for any other videos going forward. That's why after all those they're done, you have to make Instagram versions of everything. You have to make those versions that we discussed with we talked about with the cap. Remember, called you're going to title it dot cap, so we know it's with ones with the captions, and
Hmm.
and the music. Remember, so
Yeah, yeah.
that to me it's like a given. You know what I mean? That's like part of what we already discussed. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about when those are done, and that shouldn't take that much time for those types of things than making the Instagram version. I'm talking about when you're making what I'm talking about, idea I gave you, or some of the other ideas for making the new stuff that we talked about, right? Start taking some risk, right? Show me what you can do in terms of video editing, you know what I mean, process, and start taking some. And if you don't have what you need, then you have the sample. Go and take what you can come up with quickly,
Yes,
so
yes.
you can start showing me something different and new. Right, because
Hmm.
these pillow protectors are going to be, and same thing. We don't have any pictures yet. Like we're going to work on the pictures tomorrow. But maybe if you need a picture, you take some pictures and whatever you need to start
Hmm.
moving the whole thing forward, because these pill protectors might even come as early as this week. Otherwise, they're gonna come next week because they're already here in the city,
Hmm.
right? And this is gonna be our big launch for the year. And
Hmm.
if it goes well, we would know within 3 to 5 weeks if we need to reorder. Right? Because
Hmm.
this is exactly what we want. Something you can sell in scale, and where we can sell it in scale is if we're able to get any traction on what on .com, and then we could try a different route, like we told you, if you're with A/B testing all these different types of videos on
Hmm.
something like say Facebook or whatever, because again that's a totally different marketplace, right? Where we're
Yeah.
trying to remember stop that scroll when they're going down, and all that, right? And I also sent you, so go take a look inside your Instagram. I also sent you some ideas again on how to take a look at getting these things done. Like I showed you in that Instagram message, it was actually another video to show you how, again, example of how people are doing different things. So take a look.
Okay, okay. I will check that out later. Hmm.
So again, the reason is it's great to look at these things, but again, if you just use them for inspiration to see what you can kind of come up with, and go from there. In this case, so they have enough text over here. You can see it's not totally closed caption, but that if I'm watching this, for example, like we
So
were.
if you are showing something on screen, then I am unable to see that.
Okay, so let me just do a quick screen share again. I don't know how well you'll see it. Otherwise, you're gonna see it again in your own thing. So you can see my screen
No.
now.
Yeah, I can. Yes.
But is it like all multiple screens so it doesn't look proper?
Yes, yes. But yeah, I can understand. See.
But you can see the video right now,
Hmm.
at least. So again, I'm showing you it has at least some. It's not closed captioning, but it has some text. So if you're watching it without volume, you can easily get the idea of what they're doing.
Even our video has this similar thing like 2-inch side gusset, two-sided zipper, no more want some sleep and things like that. even better than this one.
Well, here, did you see the end? Did you see the end where they brought in some kind of different graphics? See, this is what I'm
Mhm,
trying to say. But did you see some graphic design where the blue things were, the arrows were going? Look at this. This is the kind of thing where I'm thinking that that I think we could be lacking.
I am sure this video with is with like louder music, and you didn't like it because
I mean, I'm not really done with the music. I'm more trying to just give you different ideas in terms of the
yeah,
script.
yeah, because music match the vibe, and the vibe make video editing like easy.
Right, but
If
that's
we
something.
edit that kind of thing with the low music and soft music, then it doesn't match the feel.
Right. Okay, that's fine too. But I'm not saying that. I'm just also telling you that look at these ideas for inspiration,
Hmm.
right? Because right now that's the one step, the hurdle. You know what a hurdle is? Like you have to jump over, and that's where you're not able to jump because every time I tell you it's only task based. You're not. That's why I was asking you. Go watch those YouTube videos again. Just show me what you're doing to get that big picture, to understand, hey, sure, I have to go know all these little details inside of Premiere Pro, but what am I
Hmm.
trying to achieve? What's the end game? And how quickly can I do it? Are there any ideas, ways so we can do this quickly? See, I had to get
Hmm.
involved personally to tell you that day to just cut out that little snippet and fix that and get it done so we can save a lot
Hmm.
of time because I was just you should be instead of you being able to tell me give me some type of estimate that could take me 2 to 3 hours, right? Because right now you have no idea, right? And that's something I was hoping you would have an idea of knowing, right? It's like me
Hmm.
talking to a Shopify developer and saying, okay, how much is it going to cost? He has to give me some kind of idea for what each amount of work would kind of do. They have to kind of estimate, right? And if you work with that, you know what I mean. So same thing. If something is gonna generally think take way too long, then let's just find a way to make it do quicker so we can get more done. If it's gonna take you like literally like one day, right, to just make a couple different snippets and ideas, that's too long because you can see we have too much to do. And now it should be easier because in this case, what you're doing now is you're just making slightly different variations of a lot of those final videos too, right? You're making
Hmm.
Instagram version, or you're making one without the volume and some of the music, or like that, right? So those are pretty much not 95% done, and you're just making different versions. So without then the issue is going to be, hey, getting into making um, some newer content, and then and that's where your job is to come in and okay, I, I've given you those little experiments of find 5 topics, 5 ideas. I just showed you this little thing, right? Let me just go into Envato right now and see what's happening there. Envato, right? I'm still logged in under in. Let me see if it gives.
It's good. You just download that and send me if it's possible.
Where's the link again? For which one? Because long term, that's not a proper
I
solution.
sent you on WhatsApp yesterday
But we have 4 to 3. Your private chat, the graphic
in
design.
private chat. In private chat.
What's happening? I thought it's not recognizing my. I thought I bought for the 1 year package. What's going on? So, you know what? I think because when you tried had remember you tried logging in under the wrong address, or I don't remember which address. Let me just because that's what's causing some kind of issue. So, let me just see now. I don't remember our username. Was it Tony Saga 24?
Yeah, it is.
And I think this time we're gonna try the down under email address, right? So we're not gonna do my personal. Maybe that was the issue.
No, no, I guess you will get a receipt, like payment receipt of this on that same account,
Hold
or
on.
like a confirmation email that like your yearly subscription is done and things like that.
Well, hold on, because again, everything has been a disaster with this. That's weird. So far, I haven't received even to this email address a confirmation email. Something is really weird. Let me try the the junk folder. Oh. Well, I don't know what else to do right now at this point. This is fucking disastrous.
So you are right now you are logged in or not?
I know I logged out, but when I was
Okay.
logged in, it didn't.
So it can be like if you click continue with Google, then it might work under your Vivek Saga 2001,
No,
not this one.
no. Why would it? I think I don't remember which one I signed up under now. And now the two.
I am sure you are signed up under Vivek Saga 2000
Why?
because I tried down under one by my own before sending you the links.
No, but then why would it? It also said that it connected the account or something. I don't know. It's weird. So
I
am I
don't know.
logged in now?
Under down under email, I guess.
No, but okay. Let me see if it'll allow me to.
No, no, no. It's a free. This is a free account, not a premium one.
Where's my paid account?
Did you get like a confirmation email or payment receipt? Why it's shaking? So
Hold on. Yeah, I did.
from Envato, like you paid them, no? $11.30. That's old.
I know that.
So what we can like track our email address from there.
I thought I got a receipt from them. I did,
Yes, yes, yes.
but I don't know where it went. Okay, where's that link again? Will it allow me to even download that link or no?
No, no, no. If you are not in paid account, then you can't download that. As you can see, subscribe to download.
Yeah, plus, and in the paid, you used to have my history. You'd have this.
Yes, yes. It should be.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is it's a perfect example. Forget about this for now. There's so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
you can, you know what I mean? Instead of wasting hours on this and then writing a report that I wasted an hour trying to get into Avado, just do them whatever else you can. That's like I gave you an
yes, yes, yes.
example right
I
now.
am asking for you because you purchased it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I didn't ask you for
well,
that.
in this case, I don't know what the issue is. You can see clearly because
No worries, I will manage by my own. No
yeah,
problem.
because you know what I mean. You can also what you can do is just look for some free stock footage and use it as placeholder. The key is that won't stop you from having what an idea, right? It's like when I gave you the example of you were making excuse. Oh, I'm going to maybe find some way to go try to do vegan and stuff. I said you could just do it right there in your house. Whatever you eat, you can just you know what I mean. If there was a pizza there and had meat on it, I'm not going to be so picky. Then I'll just remove the meat, right? And whatever. So it's the same thing. You can start implementing change quickly, and do that for everything. You know, whatever. In this case, I don't know what the hell is the matter. I might have to contact them because uh, 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 you know, because I don't even remember what the hell is going on. Okay, anything else? Let me just close